our youngest member.
We're live now. Guys, we are live. This is session number 2 of the Diamond Team Whitepaper walkthrough. So we are literally covering the entire document, explaining the concept and what the company is working on developing and introducing into the world. We've already done session 1, so we're not going to go through too much introduction right now because we want to keep it nice, short, and crisp. So we're going to carry on with the document. If you have not seen volume number 1 or session number 1, just go back. It's going to be on the YouTube channel. You're watching it on or inside a Facebook or on fan page profile. Let's get going. So who's going to go first?
Hi, it's Debbie. Okay, let's start with the key objectives of Dascoin. Dascoin was created with the following objectives in mind. Security. The entire Dascoin system must be secure. What we have is a permissioned blockchain with a decentralized global wallet, full KYC, which is know your customer, user authentication. Every single person that buys a Dascoin license will have to upload either a passport or a government issue ID. The decentralized wallet validator, which takes security to the highest level. Liquidity. There must be an ability to exchange the Dascoin unit for other forms of value. Okay, like I said, this is the first blockchain to be fully authenticated. Smart contracts from the start. Microsoft and banks throughout the world are already using and exploring the capability of smart contracts. Just found out today about Wells Fargo, the world's largest bank, who have used a smart contract between cotton farmers in the States and a deal with Chinese buyers. Utility. Stop smiling at me like that, Amber. Utility. Dascoin. This is a unique selling point. This is, I think, one of our most unique selling points and will allow Dascoin to go mainstream. This is the first coin, guys, that you'll be able to go to Asda and buy a loaf of bread or pay for petrol or buy a house, a car, anything at all. We will be accepted when DasPay launches in the spring of 2018 in 6 million outlets globally. Utility. There must be multiple ways to use Dascoin within the marketplace. So DasPay will allow us that access. Capital appreciation. The unit must function as a true store of value. As the value within the ecosystem grows, the value of Dascoin unit must also grow. So everything within the ecosystem will add to the value and the growth of Dascoin and the Dascoin ecosystem. We're more than just a coin. We're smart contracts, we have the fastest blockchain, and we have the external web wallet, a decentralized web wallet. That's me, guys.
Very good, yeah, no, perfect. I mean, I suppose the circle in the middle is probably the most important part of all. It's all built around trust, and this is the kind of trust. But yeah, perfect, Debbie.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just letting everyone else know on our WhatsApp groups. We've got like pretty close to 1,000 people there altogether that we are doing this live white papers in case they still want to join. Okay. Another page, that's page number 7, guiding principles, trust. The prime objective of Dascoin is to use the infrastructure of a digital asset system to build an effective network of trust, enabling all participants and stakeholders to share a common goal of increasing the value of the network and cultivating its growth. The network will achieve this by, there is nothing that I've got to add in these 3 lines. I believe that they're just, it's pretty obvious what it means. And that's how we effectively, the company's planning to achieve it. And now I'm going to read through the point. I will accept this person first, okay. Granting trust to certain roles, such as the Dascoin board and chain authorities to perform chain management and maximize the efficiency and utility of the network. Effectively, the company here is clearly saying that it's not just about the company. It's not just about the 4 founders that started the company, but it's about everyone else. So the company will be developing based on the feedback that they're getting, and not just because they think they should develop this, that's where they're going to go. So they've established actually an advisory council 33 people out of all the members of Dascoin will be effectively contributing to the vision and where the company is going. Anyone else would add anything?
No, that's perfect, Arthur.
Okay. Programmatically ensuring that each trusted role is well defined and does not overstep the boundaries of its authority. So these 33 people, for example, they will have certain roles, and that's effectively all they have to be doing in order for everyone to be going in one direction. Provide an incentive to behaving within the common interest of the network, and make sure that any misbehaving authority is shut off from the network and liable to be punished for breaking the rules. So, clear example, we were there in Zurich during the blockchain, the launch of the blockchain. The company introduced the chief compliance officer. So this is how serious the company is treating, how the company wants to be represented. That's the level of what they're trying to be demonstrating. Okay, another one. And number 4, ensuring that the accuracy and level of operations of the permissioned blockchain are verified by a qualified third-party accounting firm. That's a clear indication that the company also wants to make sure, and will be introducing auditing, regular audits to what is happening within our ecosystem. So full KYC, anti-money laundering, auditing permissions means that people will be authenticated in some way through IDs, etc. So that transactions can be backtracked and all that, should there be a requirement for it. Okay, number 5, providing a high degree of transparency while also ensuring that the privacy of all participants of the system is well preserved. So again, of course, there will be data privacy and security at the highest standard. Okay, in this way, Dascoin system provides iterations of innovation, enabling necessary updates to match conditions both within the network and the world at large. Ultimately, the system will create a set of agreed upon rules for creating and transmitting value, and will enforce it through the blockchain software. In a sentence, law is code. The company here is also saying that this isn't really the final version, that our work will never be done. We will continue and develop as the world is developing and continue with the innovation. Yeah, good?
Yep.
Perfect. Yep. Okay. Privacy. The system was designed to preserve the privacy of individuals without the need for anonymity. Transparency is maintained provided there is no compromise to either system security or the preservation of the privacy of network participants. Most recent news with Bitcoin, with the security, with the US Security Commission, they got rejected because of the privacy, because of the KYC missing effectively. With us, we've got the KYC, we've got the no customer. At the same time, we will be preserving the privacy of individual members. So we really have kind of the best of both worlds in here. So, okay, convenience. Wherever possible, the system incorporates features that improve convenience and ease of use. Security and convenience are often diametrically opposed, but the system has been designed to optimize the balance of these two important characteristics. So in here, although security will be paramount, security will always come first, the company is also going to be ensuring that there's usability through convenience, because something is easy and easy to do effectively. We are effectively almost encouraging users to be using these systems and capabilities. Simplicity, an overarching goal was to keep the system as simple as possible, particularly related to all user interactions. To be honest, the systems that they've already introduced for us in order to manage and help them grow, it's just a clear example of how intuitive everything is within the Dascoin ecosystem so far.
Thanks, Arthur.
Yeah, perfect.
Guys, if anyone's got any questions about anything that we cover in each page, feel free to put them in the chat.
Yeah, so we're moving on to page number 8. Go ahead, Vivian, you first.
Oh, that's me, sorry, yeah. Definitions, okay, so private key. A secret code that provides access to and control of cryptographic assets. The system's private key format is a 32-bit number generated through a sufficiently random method of generation. Obviously, look, this is based around security and security of your cryptographic assets, and they are all the various assets and products within the DASnet. So not just your cryptocurrency, your Dascoin, but also your cycles, which can be used for so many other things, including smart contracts, etc. The public key, a code that can be shared but is paired with the private key. The system's public key format is a point on the elliptic curve. No problem with that earlier. Yeah, so that's just another layer of security. The Dascoin ecosystem, a digital asset system capable of securely creating, transferring, and accounting for a variety of cryptographic assets. The ecosystem features blockchain, wallet, and exchange functionalities. Again, you know, the ecosystem, they talk about securely creating, transferring, and accounting for a variety of cryptographic assets. Obviously, they're creating the coin, you'd be able to transfer the coin, and accounting for its movements. The same applies to all the other assets within the system. Dasnet. Dasnet is the high-speed node network on which Dascoin and the entire Das ecosystem exists. Not much more to say with that. Dascoin blockchain, a private permission.
Just
Sorry?
I quickly kind of chip in. So guys, imagine that Dascoin ecosystem, it's effectively like the operating system, like Windows or iOS. And then you install different applications on it. That's effectively what it is. It's that structure.
Yes. Okay. The Dascoin blockchain, a private permissioned blockchain architecture that features enhanced security, inherent efficiencies, and improved scalability. I suppose basically every decision and everything that this company are doing are based around getting it right so the company can go mainstream. And obviously for that to happen, the security has to be the very best that is available. We've already seen from what we know, and that's exactly what's happening. It needs to be efficient. So obviously one of the big problems with proof of work with the likes of the Bitcoin model is it's usually inefficient. And of course, improved scalability. So if they haven't built the model to allow scalability, obviously we can't go mainstream. So again, they've that all pre-ready. They've created this so that we can go mainstream. Vault account, an account within the digital wallet system held by a person or business entity who has been authenticated. This account holds the licensing information for that particular person or business entity. So again, obviously, we'll all receive a digital wallet, and that will be our vault account. So that's it.
Okay.
No problem.
That's effectively can be compared to PayPal. Effectively, it's similar type of technology where it stores your license and whatever services, cryptographic assets you're going to be storing on them within your vault.
Yep. Over to you, Rebecca, I think.
So license, a cryptographic certificate that enables an account to participate on the Dascoin blockchain. So some people might not be aware, when you join Dascoin, to be a member, you have to buy a license. There's 6 to choose from. So once you've purchased your license, it then enables you to be involved and be a participant. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cycles, a cryptographic asset defined in the Dascoin blockchain. Cycles represent stored capacity within Dasnet and can either be used for network services or submitted in exchange for Dascoins. So once you buy a license, you get a certain number of cycles for each license that you have, and you can choose what to do with them. You can submit them to the network to be put into the minting queue and receive Dascoins, or you can use those cycles for other products and services within Dasnet. Also, as we move forward, there's going to be other products and services introduced as time goes on. Dascoin, a convertible store of value unit, at the centre of the digital asset system, Dascoins are produced and distributed in exchange for cycles that have been submitted to DasNet. So basically, once you submit your cycles to the network, the end result is that your coins will go into your web wallet. There is a queue, so it goes in order from the people that bought licenses first, and it works its way down the queue. So I know one question is people were saying they've got their web wallet but they haven't got any coins, and that's the reason, is that there is a queue. Frequency, the conversion factor that determines the amount of cycles that will yield a Dascoin in the minting process. So there is a sum, if you like, of how to work out the coins, and that is to take the amount of cycles that you have, multiply it by the amount of upgrades for your license, divide that answer by the frequency lock when you purchase your license, and the answer you get is the amount of coins that you have for your license. And then once the minting process is completed, that's how many coins will go into your web wallet. And Dascoin minting, the process of producing and distributing Dascoins in exchange for submitted cycles. A queue is formed upon cycles being submitted to the system. A certain number of Dascoins are then created every 10 minutes and distributed based on the relevant frequency and parameters within the queue. So once your cycles have been submitted, is it 6,000 Dascoins every 10 minutes, we think?
Yeah, either six
That's
or
the
six.
latest. That's the latest information we, of course, because there have been different concepts of it. But then the last one that I heard, that's what I believe it's the final. But we're still kind of confirming it. So guys, just feel free to comment or message us afterwards. But that's, I believe, what it is. So again, going back to what you said, where everyone is being given or is entitled to receive up to a certain number of coins. Effectively, it's 6,000 coins are being minted every 10 minutes, and someone's waiting for 500,000 coins because they have the president's 25,000 euro license. You can imagine that it's going to take a while for all these coins to be delivered to one person. Therefore, everyone else just has to wait. But we're not going anywhere because we're here. Yeah. So that's why, guys, just be patient. They'll come. Believe me, we've already got some. They've already started trickling down, so they're coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to follow up on that, if your web wallet will not be activated until you've filled out all the information in your NetLeaders account. I found this out earlier, which is why I haven't received 3 web wallets yet, personally. So get those filled out, and it can take just a bit of time for it to clarify. So if we're moving on now, we're going to the Dascoin minting queue. So we're on page 9. Dascoin minting queue is the lineup of users who have submitted their cycles in exchange for Dascoin. The queue operates on a first in, first out basis. So basically what this means is, folks, if for talk's sake, Arthur came in before me to the company, and I have received my web wallet before Arthur. When Arthur's web wallet is created, his coins are already in that queue, and mine will follow on after Arthur's, even though I've got my web wallet first, which I also found out earlier on today. So found out a lot of stuff as we go along ourselves here. The Dascoin minting block, the amount of Dascoins distributed at the end of each minting interval. I'm not going to explain that because it says in the next part, the Dascoin minting interval is the 10-minute duration between the Dascoin minting blocks. So as we've explained, we think it's 6,000 coins roughly every 10 minutes. So there is a huge backlog of coins to be fulfilled in the wallets. So again, a lot of people are panicking that they haven't received their coins yet, but you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Dascoin's not going anywhere. We can't use our coins yet at the minute anyway, so it's.
But that's purely because effectively we've been buying licenses since what, September last year?
The very end of September.
The system is catching up because the blockchain, the minting started on the 31st. So the system is catching up. So it's going to get to the point where it's going to be going. Yeah, licenses will go as they come in.
Yeah, like I mean, for people that might have more than one license, for example, I have a license from the very beginning, and there's coins in that. I have another license, and there's nothing in it. So that's just they're in different parts of the queue. It's no big deal.
It just shows that it's working. It's just a matter of time.
Exactly.
We're moving on to the Dascoin minting rate. So the number of Dascoins that will be distributed during the elapsing of a Dascoin minting interval. So again, this is the 6,000 coins minted every 10 minutes. And then we have Web Euro, is a cryptographic asset defined in the Dascoin blockchain that represents the euro denomination. So basically, if I am correct, and Arthur, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is because we're operating mainly in Europe, we're using a euro fiat currency. Is that correct, Arthur?
Yeah. It's just an on the fly, pretty much a currency converter to show exactly what the actual price, how much that particular asset is representing in value. What exactly the figure is of that. So we got Bart, you've only just joined, but we've finished. We're done.
All done. Quick and sharp.
Sorry for my delay, guys. I've been held up in other meetings. My apologies.
We are recording. Absolutely fine.
No problem. If anyone has any questions, guys, you can either type them in, or now you can unmute yourselves and ask the question. We'd love to hear some questions and hopefully be able to answer them. Or even feedback is welcome too. Yeah.
The goal is to be this surgical, guys. So they will be 20-25 minutes long, because we want everyone to. This is important. This is effectively the Bible, effectively, for us. Again, not steering into any particular religion, but I hope you you know what I mean. Everyone needs to read this. All good?
If anyone's got any questions?
Yeah.
How can I get a hard copy of the white paper?
It's in your back office.
If you log into netleaders.com and go into your back office, you'll actually see where you can download the white paper and print it off.
It should be in a media section on the left-hand side.
I got mine in iBooks. I did it the wrong way around.
Sorry?
No, we didn't hear that.
I ended up with a copy in iBooks, but I like to write on mine. So I just print it off. That's okay.
Yeah, we've printed ours off just straight off the back office. We've just done the same thing.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Excellent once again.
Okay, guys.
Thanks very much.
Stop the recording now. I hope that it's been clear. Wherever you find it, just really feel free to give us an honest feedback, comments. If this, for whatever reason, the way we've introduced it, explained it, if it's not clear at all, again, feel free to give us that feedback so that we can slightly tweak it the next time we do it.
Yeah,
all right?
We'll have 3 calls next week as well. We'll have at least 3 calls following on from what we've done this week.
I have a question, guys.
Hi, Minute.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. The question is, when do you think that the owners will planning or companies planning to get third-party validation for the blockchain? Because it is very important. Because if we have a third-party validation about our blockchain, then we can blitz this business like anything. Because I've been talking to a few corporate peoples in India, like CFOs of bankers and especially from Reserve Bank of India as well. Because what they were asking, like, is there any third-party validation for the blockchain?
Yeah, I've asked for this on a number of occasions because I've approached the credit unions here in Ireland. It would be beneficial to have that going in as part of the information, but the only thing they're telling us at the moment is that it's coming, and but they don't, I suppose, and rightly so, they don't want to put a date on it because they have put dates on things in the past, and we've ridiculed them for doing that. So now when we're asking for dates, they're sort of going, okay, we're not going to give you a date. Yeah. But from what I'm hearing, it could be a couple of weeks to a couple of months, but I do believe it's coming. They're a long way down the road with more than one of the top 5.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the auditing, effectively. That's what we do. And the company will be audited by one of the biggest houses in the world, just like any other, I suppose, comparing to financial institutions out there. So that's coming, and that will be a big, huge boost effectively for the business. I see a massive.
Massive.
Yeah.
All right.
We will bring that
Another-
up this week and in the questions for Michael. We're trying to do the thing each week is we're taking questions from everybody, from all the groups, and we're passing them on then to Paul and Matthias, which are then they have weekly meetings with the top guys. So we will. I've got it written down here for you. I'm going to ask you.
I've asked that question as recently as 2 days ago.
We'll keep asking.
Yeah.
And what about the media coverage?
The answer I gave was just what they gave me.
Pardon, Runic, what was that? Media coverage?
Media coverage, like in the crypto news, CoinDesk news. Why they are not getting? Because like they have hired St. Luke's as a PR company. All they have done is to create an advert. Why there is no sort of like, if there is a media coverage in that, like Dascoin is launched their blockchain and minting is started, some sort of news, then that also create a buzz in the people mind.
Yeah, I think for the answer for that for me is a marketing company won't walk in and suddenly start marketing within a few days. The first thing a marketing company is going to want to do is learn about the company as well, and what are the selling points and the key elements. And once you start, you want it to keep flowing. So you don't want to start, do a great week, and then go, okay, what's the next bit? So they're going to want to get all the information together and have a month or 2 months or 3 months campaign actually ready to go, so that it's continuous, so that we're not hearing about it 1 week, the next week there's nothing, the next week there's a big thing again. So it needs to be continuous. From what I'm hearing, they're very close.
Yeah, I was just about to say that it is close.
And on that note, actually, Ronak, talking about the media coverage, it's actually a perfect day to ask that question. Earlier today, the company was actually being introduced by two of our ambassadors, representatives, Fraser and Pinnacky, on a TV, effectively. There was a TV on the TV station of
Nigeria.
Yeah, that I saw that. But like, we didn't see anything in CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, because where the actual coin news and blockchain news comes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What about Blair?
Got any questions?
The articles that he writes, where do they go? That's into there, isn't it?
Pardon, Rebecca?
There is a separate blog for that, I believe, with his articles. I'm not sure. Are they published in any of these?
Yeah, he he posts the links to them in the group. So I'm not sure what
they aren't. They're not Dascoin related links. That's just he posts a market capitalization of cryptocurrency.
And general cryptocurrency news.
No, he writes articles.
I know he does, but I
okay.
don't think he's publishing them.
Okay, so we're checking on that. We're going to check how, to be honest, we will be following up, because I had that question. I want to effectively know when the marketing toolkits will be released for us, effectively. So that's going to be another question that we're going to add and pass onto the leaders, onto the top leaders.
Process.
Yeah.
Everything's process, and where we've come in 6 months has been totally amazing. It's been mind-blowing what we've achieved in 6 months. So everything takes time. You don't just automatically have, a marketing campaign, advertising. Yeah, everything takes time. And we're all going towards the end of the year and the start of next year, where the web wallets will be launched, will be on the external exchange, and everything will be in place between then. And in the meantime, all these guys at the top are out traveling the world and growing the business as well. So, yeah, patience.
Yeah, can I just touch on that, Debbie? As I've personally been involved in a few cryptocurrencies. Some of them still to this day are trying to get off the ground. This is like 4 years later. So we have come so far in a very short space of time. It is only it's not even a full year since we all first heard about this. It was last September. So we're doing really, really well, and we're coming really far, very fast. The company has had a few setbacks, but those setbacks were for us. So they changed the whole system for multi-level marketing.
Yeah, James, I mean, what I said to Arthur a few weeks ago, the thing is, these are finance guys, fintech guys, who have introduced network marketing leg. I would rather be in this position today than be a network marketing company that introduced cryptocurrency.
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to stop the recording because we've just hit the 30-minute mark. And we can
Okay.
carry on afterwards. Okay, guys? It's been a pleasure. Until the next one.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks everyone for
Bye.
joining.